Alright, man, so what is up, guys? Airball here, and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be the best popper build on NBA 2K25 6-7. We're not going to waste any time, let's just straight in the video. So we're going to go right hand, there's numbers really matter, we're just going to continue, and then starting off with the position, we're going to go with power forward. Alright, I wouldn't put this as center, but you can put it as center. I'll just put it at power forward. The height is going to be 6'7", like I said. The weight is going to be 263. And the wingspan is going to be maxed out. Now, the reason why I want 263 weight is because if we go any lower, we can't get that 96 rebound. And we want 96 rebound to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. And I think that's going to be very, very important for a build like this. That's kind of like undersized compared to like a 7-foot center that you would normally see in Park. So 6'7" is what I'm going to go with for this build, just to get that 96 rebound and 263 for the weight. Again, 96 rebound will be very, very solid. We're just going to continue, though. And then starting off with the finishing stats, we are going to have a 72 close shot. All right, we're going to have a 72 close shot. So nothing too crazy, just going to be tight in the mid-range. The driving layup is going to be 67. All right, the driving dunk is going to be an 87. So 87 driving dunk gets us posterizer on silver, and the pro contact dunks off 2. So that's why I went with that. Then the standing dunk is actually not going to be 37. It's going to be 45. Just because if we go 45, we get a few extra standing dunk animations that we get to equip that you can use for this build, so you can get standing dunks that are wide open. And also, standing dunk doesn't really cost too much, so I would just make that purchase and get that 45 standing dunk, and then you'll be able to get a few more dunk animations that you wouldn't have been able to get if you don't get that 45 standing dunk. So I would just go with that, and I think that's a pretty good investment. The post control is going to be a 56, so again, nothing crazy, it's just going to be tied into strength. But the shooting, move on to the shooting. We're going to have an 87 midi. All right, the three-pointers would be one below max at 78. And then the midi being at 87, though, we get a silver deadeye, we get a silver set shot, as well as silver shifty shooter. So, yeah, definitely very solid for the shooting for this build. Especially if you can find a jump shot. I think, finding a jump shot is the most important thing, obviously, when you make a build on this game, and shooting and things like that. But 87 midi, I think, for this build will be very, very nice, and you'll be able to get a lot of jump shots, that you would want. The pass accuracy is going to be a little bit low, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a 55. But if you're playing 2s or 3s, you don't really need that high of a pass accuracy. In fact, I have a build that's very similar to this that has a 55 pass accuracy, and I do just fine with it, honestly, on the 3s. The problem is, though, if you do end up playing 5s and you end up getting the rebound, you won't really be able to throw any outlet passes. So I would say if you're going to go with low pass accuracy, which I'm going to do, only use this build in Park, or just, I'll just only use it in Park, really. 2s or 3s, you can use it in 5s if you want to, but I just, I wouldn't throw it all the way down the court if you get a rebound, though. So, yeah, I would just go 55 pass accuracy, because for Park, it doesn't really matter too much. So, yeah, the ball handling, 62, we're just going to stay like that. And we'll be able to get strong handle, actually, on bronze, but that's really all we're going to be able to get. And then the speed with ball is going to be a 60. So, again, nothing crazy there, but we are able to get Zion Williamson dribble style, so I guess that's pretty solid. But, I mean, yes, and we also need a 60 speed with ball to get the speed that we want. So, yeah, might as well just go with that, get that Zion, dribble style. The defense, the interior defense is going to be a little bit low, so it's going to be at a 70. I'll explain why later. The perimeter defense is going to be an 85. An 85 perimeter gets us on-ball menace on silver, and then we're able to get 85 steal, not 95, 85 for gold interceptor and silver glove. So, yeah, the steal is going to be pretty solid. I wouldn't have it too much higher, because after you get 85 steal, it starts to get really, really expensive to move up and get a higher steal rating. So I'll just go 85. It's perfect sweet spot. Get that gold interceptor and silver glove. And you don't really need to have a glove anyways, because you're not really going to be playing on ball. You would need interceptor more, actually, because if you're going to be playing lanes, guarding the slip, things like that, then, gold interceptor, I think, will be very, very solid. The block is going to be 84, which will get us paper chore on silver. And that's one of the main reasons why we're going with 70 interior. Not only because if you're on a 6'7" build with a high interior, you still won't be able to stop 7-foot centers that just drop step the whole game. So, just for purposes of just saving attributes, I would just go as low as possible on the interior, being a 70. Because like I said, even if you have like a 90 interior on a 6'7" with max weight and max wingspan, it's still going to be really, really hard to stop a 7-footer who's backing you down. So I would just say don't even try going with the interior attribute, because it's completely worthless when you're using a build like this. If you're using a 7-foot center, then probably, it does have a little bit of value. But for this build, even if you have a high interior, it won't matter anyway, because you're still going to be able to get paint match. So I would just not, put much attention to it. Get the 70 interior for Silver Paint Patroller and then just move on with it. The offensive rebounding is going to be an 82. All right, we get an 82 offensive board, so nothing too crazy, but you're still gonna have a high vertical. You're still gonna be able to get rebound chasers, so you'll be able to get a lot of offensive rebounds on this build. And again, I have a build like this that has a 96 rebound because I use cap breakers on it, and trust me, I get a lot of offensive rebounds with this build. 92 defensive rebounds is what I'm gonna go with just for gold rebound chaser, and also if you get cap breakers, you can use +4 on that, get 96, and then that gets you Hall of Fame, which you can max +1 that to legend if you really wanted to. The speed is going to be an 84, so not max, just because if we go max, it's a little bit too many attributes, or it would cost a lot. That's what I'm just trying to say. The agility is a 78, and then the strength is going to be a 91. And 91 strength gets us gold brick wall and gold immovable, so again, pretty solid. And the vertical is going to be an 80, and that's going to finish out the build. So I mean, yeah, for this build, like, you get gold rebound chaser, you get gold brick wall. So in terms of, like, big man attributes, I'd say this build is very, very solid. And if you get cap breakers, if you get +5 from starter 3 and then +2 from the level 40, you can use +4 on the rebounding and then probably +3 on strength. In fact, if 2K does hand out another level 40 next season, you would actually be able to get +8 total, because the +5 from starter 3 and then the +3 from level 40 from the next season, from season 3 and from season 2. So you would actually be able to get +8 for this build, and that will get you can basically get 96 defensive rebound and 95 strength. And 95 strength gets us that Hall of Fame brick wall. So if you're playing threes or you're setting screens and things like that, Hall of Fame brick wall is going to be pretty important. And also, it's a tier 2 badge, meaning you can have legend rebound chaser and legend brick wall at the same time. So yeah, for this build, if you get cap breakers, it'll definitely be very, very solid. But even if you don't get it, you'll still get gold rebound chaser, which you can max +1 to Hall of Fame, and 91 strength gets you gold. But again, you can max +1 that to Hall of Fame. So obviously there are levels to it. If you get cap breakers, obviously the build is gonna be a lot better. But still, even if you don't get it, I think it'll still be decent enough. Especially considering the fact that we have a high midi, we have high driving dunk, we have a decent 3-pointer, we get good enough perimeter and steal. So having those attributes, I think, on this build will be very, very nice. And we're just going to continue here. We're going to get shades of Josh Smith, PJ Washington, and Scotty Barnes. And then the build name, I think, is a 3-level scoring board hunter. So yeah, I mean, look at the body shape too. This is 263 right there. That's the body shape you get offered. But obviously you'll be able to get burly body shape because, you'll be a really high weight. But that's besides the point. That's obviously, one of the many perks that comes with making this build. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to comment, subscribe. I post every single day on this channel. So make sure you tune for daily uploads. And yeah, this is Airball. Peace. Bye.